I'm about to make the biggest decision I've ever made. I'm about to buy... Yo, what's good? So this week's gonna hopefully be a lot more exciting. I've made a big decision. I'm scared, I'm excited, and I pray that this is actually God's will for me, because I've been praying for faith like Abraham, and I have to now walk by faith, not by sight. I'm excited to tell you what's gonna be happening and everything, but right now, I'm not gonna say anything. I will tell you probably tomorrow, because it's 9:39 right now and it's Sunday, and I've just changed my routine from 6 a.m. waking up to 5 a.m. I just feel like that extra hour before my mum wakes up is just gonna be more productive. I just wanna try it out. Honestly, maybe it's just a hype thing that, you know, everyone's waking up at 5, but I just feel the need to do it. So we're gonna try it. Let's get to it. Coming in, flex. I just wanna win. So it turns out I forgot to change my alarm. So we woke up at 6. That actually worked out as a blessing because I didn't get to bed till about like 10:30, maybe even a bit longer. Our gym routine's starting to get a bit longer now that I'm back to not pressure washing. So I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm not gonna be doing pressure washing. I put that on pause for a bit just because I'm always trying to make fast money, all right? Like last vlog, I was talking about how I was gonna get into this sales thing. Maybe the vlog before that, to be fair, so 2 vlogs ago, entry 8, I believe it was. I'm always trying to get quick money, and it says in the Bible, like, be wary of quick money. So it's all around us. I nearly fell into it again. So it's just about having that discernment, I believe, and just remembering that if we go with these quick schemes, one, then they're probably not gonna last long, but 2, we're saying to God, I don't trust you, and I'm gonna do it my way. And let me just tell you firsthand, do not do that, okay? Do not do that. Trust in him. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm living on, how much is it? Basically 120 pounds a week, okay? So less than a 9 to 5, but I only work like, let's say like 6 hours-ish. So 3 days a week, and then also I'd say add an extra hour, maybe 2, for like messaging people in the school community. That is like my job at the minute. I'm not doing pressure washing, and we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm excited. When I was making the decision, I was like, God, is this what you want me to do? I don't know. And that the ultimate thing is I'm stepping out in faith. Faith that this whole thing, this content and everything's gonna work. So the main focus in this season right now, we're going back to seasons, okay? At the start of this year, I said to myself, if I can just lock in with one thing, I'll blow up. Like I knew in my bones that if I could commit to one thing this year, I'll blow up. And what did I do? I focused on 10 things. Like, for example, there's this one guy I was following at the start of the year that was like, people always tell me I've got too many eggs in too many baskets or whatever. And he said, then I remembered I can just get another basket or something like that. And I was like, oh, so I can do multiple things and juggle them. But for me personally, I know I can't do that. And I've been watching a couple other videos that say, imagine how much energy you could have and the results you could have if you put in, you know, 100% into 1 to 2 things. And I think I made a video on my thing. Like, I'd love to know if I actually still have a video and I posted it. But yeah, so I'm not gonna yap too much. We're probably gonna have longer vlogs and just see how it goes. But I wanna just give you the rawness of it. So I'm gonna just let you guys know, we're gonna be just lowballing everything in a sense where like, I'm living below my means on the come up. I'm not at the come up. You see how all these documentation style vlogs are like, already made it. I haven't made it, all right? I'm on low followers, low money. We've just got a passion and a goal to just impact lives and also have financial freedom to be able to retire my mum and give back to the community, etc. So I'm excited to see where this takes me and also to look back and be like, yo, you know, 2025, when I actually said I'm gonna take this thing seriously, like claiming it now, I actually did it, you know what I mean? We've got 6 months left of the year. 6 months left. And I feel like I've done nothing, okay? We've got 180 subscribers at the minute. I've wrote down all of the subscribers and followers like on all platforms. The plan is to post every single day on short form, 1 times on vlogging on YouTube. And I've got some goals this month to get, I think, 225 subscribers, 250 followers on Instagram, and 100 TikTok followers. So at the minute, we're on 41 TikTok followers, 147 Instagram followers and 184 subscribers or something. So in order to get to them goals, we've made an actionable goal, which is post every single day and also 1x vlog. So it's not always about having the results as a goal. It's also like, okay, how am I gonna get there? Which is like the actionable goals I used to talk about. If you're not meal prepping, you are falling behind. This is what I've started doing. So I've added like what it is, so chicken, and then how many grams this exact portion is. Normally I have rice at the top bit, but I didn't have enough for the full week. So I know how much it weighs. So all I've got to do in my program for my macros is add the saved meal. So save your lunches, save your breakfasts, every type of meal that you have. So all you got to do is change the weight of the chicken or whatever ingredients you have. That is one of the best ways I stay consistent in my diet. Don't get me wrong, I have days where I'm just like, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. I'm not perfect. Like Sunday, for example, we went on like a church event, which was so sick. Went to a park and we just had, I don't want to call it picnic because picnic sounds lame, I'll be honest with you. Like when my old self would hear picnic, I'm like, yeah, nah, this is for kids. But it was completely different, you know, there was music, speakers. We even had one of the people being a DJ. We played rounders, we did sprinting, we did worship, we even had the sermon. Like it was so sick. It was under like a big tree as well. Like it was vibes. I had some chicken and rice, I had plantain and rice, sandwiches. Honestly, it was really good. And I wish I filmed. Honestly, I realized that my excuse for not bringing my camera was I wanted to be present. When I dug deep into why I said that, it was just an excuse. I was worried that people might judge me for bringing my camera, and I turn up there. This guy that does all the filming and stuff for the church, he's got his drone, he's got like 2 drones, a camera. I should have spoken to him about it because I want to connect with more people, especially at the church. I kind of just stick to my people at the minute and just like stay comfy, but eventually we'll start branching out. I think my thing right now is like, I just stay in my corner and let people come to me, but I really need to just be like, no, let's step out and go to people. I don't know where I was going with that, but back to the topic of meal prepping. This is one of the things I realized when I go back and edit, I'm like, bro, I've just dropped 5 different stories in one. That's how my brain works, which is one of the reasons why I feel like I do have ADHD. But nevertheless, we're back to the food. So I highly recommend you even chop up your chicken. So if you're having chicken for the whole week, prep it on a Sunday or whenever's best, you know, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. For me, a whole week's worth of chicken is about £12.50 or something. You can get it in Aldi, Tesco's, Lidl. Don't be one of them guys like me that used to be, oh, I'm not shopping in Aldi, Lidl, like I don't want to look. Bro, they got good food and it's cheap, right? If you're on the come up like me, you can't afford these big brands. That even Tesco's can be expensive, all right? Just shop at Lidl, get your 28p rice from Aldi, buzzing. It's actually nice. Yeah, don't worry what people think. Genuinely, it's all in there. No one cares. Seriously, that's what I've realized. Like filming in the gym, make a business, yap into a camera, nobody cares. In a sense where like no one's coming and being like, why is this guy talking on the camera? They might be thinking it. And if they do say it, so what? You're wanting to do what you want to do. Anyways, so cut up your chicken, weigh up your chicken. Like I say here, I've got the grams of it. So all I've got to do is add the meal to my breakfast or my lunch or whatever meal it is and change some of the ingredients. That's all it is. And now that it's chopped, all I've got to do is cook my rice, or I might have it in a sandwich today, to be fair. Right, let's try this again. 5 AM, wake up. It's about 10 PM right now. Let's go. Currently 6 PM right now on Tuesday, and let me just tell you, I'm downstairs because it is way too hot. I'm trying not to complain. I made a video about stop complaining, so I'm not complaining, I'm just informing you guys. The weather right now in England is 30 degrees and there's no air. You open the windows, it's just completely silent, nothing, absolutely nothing. So there's that, but We've got to praise God that, you know, there's sun and I can actually get a tan. I've kind of burnt my neck. But we just spent the last couple of hours trying to figure out a name for this online community. I haven't told you too much about it, and I want to kind of document the process, but not tell you, not give too much away, you know what I mean? So it's trying to find that rough balance. But I've come back to the name that I actually found last week, which is BELIVUS. So it's BELIVUS, BELIVUS. So like a cool kind of concepts, play on words, whatever. And I was trying to find different names because I was like, not sure on the name, whatever. And I've just come back to it. So kind of just like a wasted 3 hours, but it's all good. Like I'm happy that I've confirmed that even though I've tried to do more, I've still gone back to the original plan, which is pretty cool. So that's all good. Then we're gonna make a logo. We tried to make a logo last week. We didn't really get a logo that we liked. Definitely need to work on it and probably make something completely different. But the way I actually came up with the name is through a load of name generators. So if you're trying to build a business right now, the best way for me to get ideas is like name generators or thesaurus, or what's the other one? Dictionary. And so that just kind of sparks ideas. When you're just sitting there and you're like, I have no idea what I want this name to be, just seeing the names and stuff can just spark more ideas and go, oh, that's the kind of direction I want to go, you know, long name or short name, or 3 words, 2 words, 1 word, etc. So there's a couple tips when you're kind of building a business. That the other thing I do is with the generators, it tends to come up with the logo as well. And the only reason why I like that is because it also brands out or expands on, okay, cool, I can see that visually as this kind of logo. I never really pick the logo it gives you because it's very generic and it's not unique. So I wouldn't recommend going for that logo. Even if you don't know anything about design, I just wouldn't recommend going for any templates or anything, especially if you want to stand out in everyday life. But this week is going to be trying to prioritize the community and the logo. So if we can get the community and logo, I'm also going to buy the subscription. So I haven't got details for what I'm going to put in the community. Really, this sun is annoying me now. I haven't got like any courses fully planned. I've got like rough ideas of what I want to put in there because it's going to be a school community. So there's going to be some courses and stuff in there as well. But the idea behind it is what Ken said to me, which is Ken, the owner of Creatopia. And pretty much he said, just buy the subscription and figure out along the way. Even if you're like scared and you're like, I have no idea what to put, just kind of have that complete faith that, you know, God will provide and you'll figure out along the way. Because like I was saying, I think I said it last vlog or something, I'm trying to walk by faith and not by sight. So I feel like always trying to have it figured out before I move forward isn't going to be faith. You know, something ChatGPT said to me, because I talk to ChatGPT like he's my best friend, and I say he all the time when it's a robot. But anyways, he said, if you knew for sure, it wouldn't be called faith. That just hit me. That was just bars. Bars.
Whatever you believe in, the more stronger you believe it, and the more shareable it is. The more you share it, the more the likely it'll succeed. And obviously, the more consistent you are. Like, you just keep on sharing it.
I'm about to make the biggest decision I've ever made. I'm about to buy a school membership. $99 a month. Bear in mind, I do not make a lot of money right now, okay? I'm in the trenches right now, okay? It may not look like it, all right? But your boy's broke, okay? I feel like I'm called to build this community. This community, I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm not qualified to do it. I have no structure for it, but every time I try and do something else, I keep getting led to build this community. It could be from God. It might not be from God. The only way to find out is just taking the leap of faith. You know, the last couple of weeks, I've just been praying to God about what do you want me to do? Let your will be done, not mine. Let your will be done, not mine, etc. And I keep just feeling this thing that's just like, build the community. Just build it. And it's for like-minded individuals that want to improve their life, that want to do it in a godly way, right? And I'm only 6 months in. How can I tell people how to do that? I don't know, but we're gonna just trust it. We're gonna trust this feeling, and maybe it's God. But I trust in God that no matter what I choose, His plans will work out. Alright, I'm making this video right now as a memory. The date is 2nd of July, 2025. And I'm about to buy my first school membership for my own community. Right, we've got 14 days free trial, and then it's $99 a month. How I'm gonna afford that, I can just about scrape by with that. So it should work out, God willing. And I do feel like this could be from God, right? I keep being pulled back into creating this community, but I don't feel qualified myself for what I want to share to the world and bring with this community. But if we look at the prophets, they didn't feel like they was ready either. Take the leap of faith. If we knew for sure, it wouldn't be faith. I am both nervous and excited about building this community. Like I said, we have 14 days free trial, and then we've got to pay $99. Oh, okay. All right, let me show you. For proof, we've also got to show Ken as well. He's been wanting me to do this. Oh, we've got to do all of this stuff. Let's go. It's currently 11 a.m. on Thursday right now, and I'm excited to build this community. So we started a bit later than usual, working on the community at like 10:30. I'm excited, bro. I'm actually excited. This is sick. So there's 3 main things that are gonna help me with this community. Number 1, of course, is God. Second is ChatGPT. Like ChatGPT, honestly, if we didn't have ChatGPT, we'd be cooked. I'm gonna tell you that now. Like, I know in God we trust, of course, but I feel like I rely on ChatGPT more than God, which is actually really bad. So we should definitely be careful of that. So that's 2. And then number 3 is getting advice from people that have already done it. So for example, Ken, the guy that built Cratopia, I feel like, I mean, I don't want to overstep, but I feel like he might help me with this community. He's already joined the community, so we have 2 members, me and Ken. So that's already sick just to see 2 members in there, even though one of them is me. But yeah, man, I hope you can see like just what it feels like to step out in faith. Like, I'm excited right now, but I don't know if I showed it, but I'm scared in the meantime as well. But today we mainly trying to make a plan and then a step forward. So I remember going through my notes of what Ken was speaking to me about when I said I wanted to make this community. Bear in mind, if I look at my notes, I think it was actually like February that I was speaking to him about, maybe even April as well. Different times that I've said I want to build this community, but just didn't feel like I was ready. So now I'm just like, I'm still not ready, but I'm just going to build it anyway. And he said, make your ikigai and also make your dream avatar. So that's 2 things that he has in his community, but the ikigai framework is something that's like worldwide. It's not just he created it. The dream avatar, like how he's created it, I believe is inspired by Alex Hormozy, but I don't know the Alex Hormozy version. So we're gonna go through the Notion template of the dream avatar. Yeah, we've just spoke to ChatGPT and said, look, can you create me a plan? This is all the stuff that I wanna do. If there's anything else you think that I need to add into the plan of creating this community, then add it on, sort of thing. So I won't go through the whole community plan. Phase 1, so I'll just tell you phase 1. Phase 1 is probably gonna be hopefully completed this week, even though it's Thursday right now. Define your ikigai. I've already got my ikigai, but I made it a while ago, so I'm probably gonna redo that. And then also my dream avatar. My dream avatar is half done, but potentially we redo that as well because it has been a while since I started. Pretty much, if you don't know what ikigai is, it's basically a framework that helps you know your passions and what you can get paid for doing and just your purpose in life. I think that's like the main thing. So if you don't know that framework, that's something I definitely want to put in my course, where it's like, you know you want to be more in life, but you don't know where to be. And that's not saying that it has to be outside of a 9 to 5. Like, I know I talk as if you have to be outside the 9 to 5 because I personally hate it, but if your dream is to be a doctor or whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be anything fancy. If you just want to work in HR, doing admin stuff, cool, bro. Like, that's you. If that's your dream, do it. And do it proudly. That's something that I've really come to mind. I always used to be like, nah, like get out of the 9 to 5, get out of the 9 to 5. But that's just my dream. That's not everyone else's dream. So yeah, the foundation step is what is called phase 1, cold. All right, it's currently 7 AM on Friday and I forgot to try these. So from Overload, this is like creatine gummies and they gave me 2 packets to try out. I recently used sour watermelon. These are fire. It's like 4.5 grams of creatine, electrolytes as well. And it does me well, you know. I'm not gonna promote it, but I'm just saying that's what I use. If you wanna look out for it, go for it. They're not paying me to say this. But I guess a load of people got like free samples because I got a delivery note saying like, oh, your parcel from Overload is coming. I'm like, well, I didn't pay for it, so cool. But don't get me in trouble and whatever. But turns out these are just new flavors that they're trying out. So we got some peach iced tea flavor. Gonna try that now. I don't know how many you get. My camera died, but we're gonna try the peach iced tea. Not sure how many you get in a pack. It's just like a little taster. I guess at least like 2 servings. You take about 3 gummies. Oh, well, there's quite a few in here. I don't know if you can see. I'm not sure about them. Like they smell nice and they don't. You know what? They're not bad. Actually, I couldn't have 3. So with these ones, the ones I normally get, they're like, I don't want to say sugary, but they're like, I want to say sugar on it, but I don't think it is sugar. So I don't think there's like any calories. Oh no, there is. There's like 21. Okay. In these certain ones. See some of the stats. I don't know if you can. So this is sour green apple. This is the one I was looking forward to. Bit hard to rip. Hold up. They look fire. They're really, oh yeah. They're like sweets. That's the best thing. Like if your creatine smells like sweets, you're just gonna do it. You know, I barely miss a day. The only times I really miss a day, because I have creatine every single day, is when I'm not here or I've just like, I just mess up, but barely. Especially when they taste this good. It's definitely sour. You know what? Probably stick to what I've got. There is another flavor because that won it. I think these are just so good that I literally can't have anything else. Oh, it's salt on it. You know that white stuff on the watermelon one I showed you? It's pink Himalayan sand? Salt, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a fitness person, so do your own research, but that's personally what I use.